Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be trying a few of the internet's most popular methods for removing DIY spray-on or roll-on bed liner, as well as a method that I think should work pretty well, but one that I haven't seen anybody try yet, and that's Harbor Freight's surface conditioning tool. We'll try that, we'll try sandblasting, and we'll try a couple different chemical strippers. Let's jump in. So I picked this door up at a salvage yard, so I don't know which product exactly they used, but I've worked with quite a few of them. So if I had to guess, I'd say this was either Monster Liner or Raptor Liner. I just wanted to get you guys a close-up so you could see the texture of the bed liner. The first product we're going to be putting on is a citrus strip, which is probably the most popular I've seen with people removing DIY bed liner. So we're just going to brush this on in one direction. Get our new brush. Open this bad boy up. And this is supposed to be all natural stuff, so use gloves or don't at your own risk. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to gloop it out and just start brushing it on pretty generously. And another funny thing about this product is, this is going to sound crazy, but whenever I was removing, before I painted the underside of my hood, I had basically made a sticker collage out of it. So all the stickers that I was getting for my products, I was sticking on the underside of my hood. And whenever I went to remove all of them, it was a huge pain in the butt. And I tried Goo Gone and a few different strippers and nothing would work. But my wife had apparently heard of a DIY hack where you can use a lemon extract oil for like an essential oils, and it pulled off the adhesive from the old stickers like nothing else. It was really easy. So I'm guessing this citrus stuff is related to that in some way. Next thing we're going to do is wrap it with this saran wrap just to keep the product from drying out. A few different videos that I've seen on YouTube have suggested this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give this stuff the best chance we can to remove this bed liner. This next product is just a strip that I got from Lowe's. It's called Tough Strip. It's a heavy duty stripper. It says it'll remove in 15 minutes or less. We're going to leave it on there for probably 24 hours, like we're going to do with the citrus strip. And this stuff's pretty gnarly. You'll see how gelatinous it is. We're just going to brush it on. Same way we did with the citrus strip. One direction. As somebody in one of my other videos commented, if you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking. I 100% stand by that. And if you don't, then we just probably wouldn't get along very well. I'm just kidding. We'll get along. But don't knock them till you try them. These are the shoes of the future. All right, in the spirit of fairness, we're going to cover this with saran wrap as well. My wife is going to see this video and think that I've contaminated our saran wrap with chemical stripper. So sorry. Maybe this can be the garage saran wrap. I didn't get enough. Strictly scientific, guys. There. Oh yeah, I already got red coming off. That's encouraging. All right, we're gonna let this sit for 24 hours. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll see what the damage is. Day 2, guys. Check it out. So as you can see, it looks like one product has put in more work than the other product, but we're about to find out for sure. Here's the citrus strip. It's definitely had some sort of a chemical reaction. Try to take our scraper, just scrape it off. It's just a plastic scraper. This stuff has done a really good job. It's taken most of the texture off with minimal amount of active work. There is a bit of a timeline for this product, but this is working really well. Looks like pretty much all the texture is gone. And if I did another dosage of it, I'm sure it would take even more off. And it wasn't labor intensive at all. So I'm impressed with the citrus strip. Let's take a look at the tough strip. There is some bubbling, actually. Just doesn't look as gnarly as the citrus strip. Yeah, we got some flakage coming off on the tough strip. It's good. There's definitely a lot more force with the tough strip as far as getting it to come off. It is coming off pretty well though. Based on just this so far, I'd say that the citrus strip does a more thorough job than the tough strip, which is impressive considering the citrus strip is natural chemicals versus the heavy duty stripper made of harsh chemicals. All right, guys, we're going to give the old Bauer surface conditioning tool a shot. This is the grittiest drum that they have. Here we go. I'm going to go this way for the best shot on that camera. That was really fast. Doesn't feel like it's really gouged the metal. I can feel the difference in layer, but I think it's just the layer of paint that's missing when I got down to bare steel. And then there's bits and pieces where I didn't knock all the bedliner down, like over here on the edges. There's really obvious differences in depth that I can feel. But as far as time elapsed goes, that was a lot faster than either of the strips. And you could probably get away with using a less aggressive drum on that tool and risk damaging your sheet metal even less. I think what I'm interested in doing now is doing another run of the chemical strippers on their respective panels and seeing what 2 doses of it will do. And then finally we'll hit the sandblaster on that last panel. But I mean, I think that surface conditioning tool is a very obvious contender to use for removing bedliner. I could see an argument being made for it based off what I've seen so far of the surface conditioning tool over a chemical stripper. We go with the round 2. Oh no. Okay. Now my wife has an excuse to say that I've contaminated the saran wrap. It's looking like round 2 of this tough strip is going to be a lot more potent. Looks like once it can get up underneath that bed liner, it can really start doing some damage. All right, guys. Tomorrow, I think it looks great. This one, we're going to see what the sandblaster can do, and we'll see what a second dose of the chemical stripper will do on their respective panels. See you in 24 hours.
The next day.
We are back out here again after the second dose. It's been another 24 hours. So let's see what we got. All right, that did a pretty good job. There's still bits of texture that aren't coming off, but in big spots like this, it seems to have done a good job. Let's check the citrus strip. Oh yeah, that's just literally melting off. I'm not even scraping, I'm just pushing. Okay, citrus strip wins versus the chemical strippers. So I cut the sandblasting short just because it was taking a while and the blasting media is kind of expensive. But you can see that obviously it's the most thorough out of the various methods. That was about 5 minutes in real time to remove about a quarter of that panel. So probably about 20 minutes to strip that entire quadrant down. I'm honestly sort of just impressed that it was able to cut through the bed liner. It did take it a while, but it cut through and got you down to the surface that you want if you're gonna paint or powder coat. So props to the sandblasting for that. Judge for yourself what method you want to use. If you were going to remove bed liner, in my opinion, I think I would use the surface conditioning tool and the citrus strip in the tight areas, maybe like in a bed of a truck where you have like ribs and stuff to work around. You could get to areas that you wouldn't be able to get to with the surface conditioning tool. But if I have just like a wide area to do, like the hood or the roof of a vehicle, I'm going to be using this surface conditioning tool. Hey guys, really filthy here. My father-in-law came over and needed help with the power steering pump replacement on a 2010 Nissan Altima. So got a little dirtier than I wanted to. Took a little longer to get this video up than I wanted to, but finally got some time to sandblast that last panel on that door and finish up this comparison video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was a little bit useful to you, and if not, hopefully it was a little entertaining. If it was, go ahead and hit that like button and maybe subscribe too. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next one. One final thing, if anybody has a use for an old TJ door that looks like it's been torture tested, uh, and you're near Oklahoma City, hit me up and I'll hook you up with this door as a thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. I've got no use for it. As I said, I just picked it up at that salvage yard and thought it would make for a good method tester for removing bed liner.